Hello, Caner Universe. Hope everyone is staying safe, sane, and training with their cane. To that end, the conversation today is what is the role and relevance of this tool amidst this COVID-19 pandemic? So, a good portion of you learning of the cane, have an interest in the cane, or were attracted originally, maybe because you needed it to ambulate, right? And it's always been perceived as a crutch. And then what an eye-opener to learn that it doubles up as a very effective, the most effective improvisational tool for self-defense, no doubt, with training, of course. But if that is the extent of your interest or how you're viewing this cane today amidst everything that is going on, then it's going to be very limited in scope. It's a very simple question. When was the last time? Were you attacked last week physically, you and your family? Were you in harm's way? Hopefully that wasn't the case last month. Or are we looking at this because it's a good idea and we just want to be prepared? And absolutely, American Cane Self-Defense, a pioneer world leader in getting people trained. As a matter of fact, I can give you two quick references that shortcuts the entire process, and that is look at the 5 to Survive course. It is designed to make you effective in the first hour and a half to 2 hours of training with the tool. You don't need to put in years of study. That gives you the template right there, how to train with it to be effective in that arena. And then the Cobra Cane 10-Week Academy. Both can be learned virtually and very enjoyable. That aside, self-defense, I'll go ahead and say, I've said it many times before, it's the easiest of the skills to learn with this tool because the tool creates leverage. All you need is a system that you can ingrain in the nerve system and that works with your adrenaline response so you're not paralyzed by the fear and shock of the moment. That requires reality-based scenarios, and that's what American Cane Self-Defense is all about. Let's set that aside for a second because I believe that the use of the cane in today's world and what we're going through is an invaluable tool of empowerment, so that if you're not waking up every morning and you're not picking up this tool daily, you are missing out, and part of it is that you may not even be aware. It's a case of you don't know what you don't know. Got it? And so here's the thing. You see the shirt, right? A lot of people like the shirt, they order the shirt, not sure they know what that means. What does it mean to be a caner for life? It means that for us, every day, we're waking up and we're picking up this cane and we are training our minds, our bodies, and expanding our creativity so that we ourselves are better. We come from the understanding that we are our own best asset in serving, protecting, and providing for others who depend on us. So there's a variety of other things that you're getting hit with today because of the current situation outside of self-defense. For instance, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of chaos, there's fear, there's panic. You may have a concern for catching you or your family the actual virus, so that's one concern. That creates fear, that creates confusion. What should I do? You're in the sardine can. You hear that domestic violence is going up, divorce is rampant all over the place. People are getting depressed. You may have lost your job. Your hours may have been cut. Now you're operating from contraction. You're doing this now rather than expanding. And can you really be at your best and serve at your best and make your best decisions when you're coming from a place of fear? Never good to make your decisions. You're not clear. That's where this tool comes in, because here's what this tool can do for you. The tool can do for you in the training is it can fine-tune, weaponize, for lack of a better description, your mind and body. Physically, there are things going on. It enhances your circulation, your oxygenation to the brain, your flexibility, your creativity when you're doing the movements here. And so it prepares you and gets you so that you can go forward and tackle everything else that you need to do. And my recommendation is that you start early. Notice I said you wake up with the cane, and it's part of that morning routine, and it doesn't take a long time. I've told you people worldwide are getting trained doing 15-minute sessions, but it's part of what they do. Think about that for a second before you start saying, well, I'm going to, there's things that I got to cut out. I think the first thing I'm going to cut out are my cane training, my cane classes, set the cane down. Really? So most people rather have their toenails plucked out than before they cancel their Netflix or their favorite slice of pizza pie. But neither one of those, and there's nothing wrong with either one of those, by the way, but if you are sedating yourself with either Netflix, food, you're gaining weight, or you're going into alcohol or something else that sedates, Is that truly the best way to go through what it is that we're going through today? I'm going to invite you, encourage you to take a look at this and see how this can completely change the game for you, because rather than you can go ahead and sit there and wait for the government to go ahead and provide for you, and if you're a business owner and you need a loan and all these programs that are going out, absolutely go ahead, apply, but I would not rely on that. I don't believe that is going to be enough. You have an infinitely better resource, and that is you. You are your best investment in you, and to be the best that you can be, this is one of the ways to do it. It's not the only way of doing it, right? You can exercise, you can do other things, but how fantastic is it that this tool of ours is such an instrument of empowerment? Think of the samurai back in the day. Boy, they didn't consider waking up one day and not picking up. They are modern day warriors, and that's what we're doing with the cane on this side. You're seeing the rise of the over 50. Now, you can be younger than 50, but I'm telling you, our audience tends to be, if you're younger than 50, then you're getting a head start on all of this, but 50 and older, it's giving rise to that cane athlete, the over 50 cane athlete, cane warrior. That's how we train. The issue that you're having is that you don't know how to do that, because you're looking out there and it's all self-defense, and 250 different applications and ways that I can use this cane. That's great, but it's always going to be limited in scope, right? You have to know how to do that. And then my second message is to the instructors. You're sitting there watching this and you're going, man, Joe, you're right on, but I come from the place of I only know how to use this in the scope and communicate it, which is huge, only in the context of self-defense. I want to learn how to do in that curriculum and have a step-by-step way that I can guide my students, my audience, and take them to the next level and really make an impact. Others are going to listen to this message and you're going to go, you know what, I'm okay with my self-defense stuff. I put out a video, I get my 20, 30 likes, and well, I'm here to tell you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but leaders don't really care about likes or being liked. You want to get a lot of likes, you want to go viral, well, you can always jump out of a plane naked with a cane sipping a cappuccino and you're going to get a lot of likes doing it. That is probably going to go viral. Oh, and so what? Some entertainment. Cane leaders and leaders in general are looking to make an impact and really make a difference in people's lives, and now is the time to step up for your audience and not go into contraction. You want to go into expansion. So think about that, you as a caner, before you set this down, and the value of being able to do this, of not gaining the weight, of improving your health and coming out of this whole situation better. Yes, even if you lost your job, even if you're in chaos, even if you're in panic mode, we don't want you there. We don't want you there. We want you finely tuned. We want this weaponized so that then you can go out and serve at your very best and protect those that depend on you, whether that be business, family life, your marriage, whatever it is, relationships. Everything gets better when you're coming from that place. Instructors, reach out to us, because I know that you don't have that curriculum. I know that you don't have that written step-by-step program. And some of you are looking and saying, hey, I want to become an instructor. Well, let's lock arms. We can show you how to get there in the fastest, most efficient way with a clear path to where you're not wasting time and money. It's that simple. All right? So we love talking to you. We're at 800-289-8188. Get out there. And the message today is I wanted to broaden your view of just what a game changer this can be in today's world. So go ahead and I applaud the instructor, by the way, for going out there, stepping up, and serving your audience. If you want to learn how to serve at this level and increase your reach and potential, then reach out to us as well. 800-289-8188. Guys, keep playing by the rules. Keep playing by the rules. Stay safe, minimize exposure, all that. We're all about that. But let's go out and expand, pick up that cane, keep training, and stay safe.